Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1965 Olympia SM9 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Western Germany and considered one of the best typewriters of all time, along with the other SM series, also known as the Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is the left margin. I'm going to set that around 1 or 2. And the right one around 80-ish. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back like a switchblade and extends. And this is the paper bail that sits on top. Sometimes you can slide it straight through, but most of the time you got to lift it up like that. Slide it through and then set it down on the paper. Holds it down nice and tight. Has 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. It does give you a few extra spaces till you get to the absolute end. But once you hear the bell, I usually just hit the line space, return, and get back to the beginning. Skips 1, 2, 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch down 1 notch. 1 more notch, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip it all the way down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. It's absolutely perfect. One of the best of all time. I would say this is number 2 behind the Hermes 3000, but a lot of people will put this above that. Print looks perfect. Has senatorial number 71 font. Prints 11 characters per inch, and it's a square type of character font. Really popular, and it looks great. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, like I showed you earlier, it blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. Next to that is the touch control, minus and plus. The farther down with the plus you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. And the farther up you go with the minus, the less tension. You do have to hit the keys. You don't have to hit the keys as hard, but they don't respond as fast. This is your carriage lock. Flip that up and it locks the carriage when you move it to the middle. Also locks the keys. Flip it down to unlock it. Tab on the right side. Right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go ahead and clear all of them by flipping the switch here towards the front. That's an all tab clear. And one of the difference between the SM8 and the SM9 is that the SM8 has a manual set tab in the back. It doesn't have a tab clear. And this one doesn't have a left carriage release, but the SM8s don't either. Some of the SM9s have a carriage release on both sides. This one just has one on the right. So we're going to set one tab right there in the middle by hitting that set button next to the space bar. So when you hit the tab button, it just stops at that spot. If you want to clear that specific one tab, you hit the clear button and it clears that. I just want to set one right there on all my typewriters, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. Backspace on the right side, very smooth. And hood opens up like a car hood. All the brand new ribbons load on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right if you want to switch that direction manually. On either side, just flip the ribbon guide and it will pull to the opposite side. And this has an automatic reverse, just like pretty much every single typewriter. When you get to the end of one side, it has a little metal piece called the eyelet, and it will catch on this and pull it back towards that side that it needs to go to, and it happens on both sides indefinitely until the ribbon goes dry. And if you don't have eyelets on the end of your ribbon, you can just tie a knot, and that's basically the same concept. I believe that is everything on the keyboard. Carriage release on the right side only. Some SM9s have them on both sides, some don't. This is the paper support arm. It flips up from the back like a switchblade. Very cool. And if you pull out the knob and turn the platen, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. Same concept when you flip this line space selector all the way back. It disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You flip it forward, you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.